And we begin with a political firestorm in Austin and the Attorney General urging protesters to show up at the Capitol this weekend. Izzy's off tonight. I'm Chris Lawrence. A House committee spent months investigating allegations against Ken Paxton. And tomorrow, Texas House Republicans will take a vote on articles of impeachment. The 5 lawmakers, 3 Republicans and 2 Democrats, unanimously voted to recommend 20 articles of impeachment against Paxton, from bribery to obstruction of justice, abuse of public trust, and unfitness for office. Each article is like a charge, but the outcome is remedial, not punitive. Ken Paxton publicly refuted the accusations a couple hours ago, and Tanya Iser joins us live with more on the intra-party warfare.
That's right, Chris. It has definitely become a political slugfest, with Attorney General Ken Paxton attacking fellow Republican Dade Phelan and accusing him of being in cahoots with President Joe Biden. But the state's top law enforcement officer, now he did not address the very serious allegations that he repeatedly acted illegally and violated his oath in order to protect the interests of a wealthy campaign donor and friend. Paxton contends that the impeachment effort violates the law, and he says he can't be impeached because since voters reelected him. But the House committee, now they addressed that issue in a memo that they put out today, saying the law does in fact allow for the impeachment of state officers like Paxton, even if they've been reelected. And they cited the 1917 impeachment and removal of Governor James Ferguson for actions he took before being reelected. Now let's take a listen to some of what Paxton had to say today.
In addition to defending Texas from illegal federal policy, my office works night and day to solve cold cases, fight human trafficking, prosecute Medicaid fraud, and hold predatory corporations accountable when they harm the public. For this crucial work to continue, the political theater must come to an end.
Paxton's also saying that he was denied the evidence to present evidence at yesterday's committee hearing, but that hearing, it was more akin to a grand jury proceeding where the accused doesn't have the right to present evidence. That's going to happen in a trial if it gets to that point. The committee's members, they're saying that the investigation was launched solely because Paxton asked lawmakers to authorize a $3.3 million settlement with 4 whistleblowers. The committee's position is that they owed it to taxpayers to look into the allegations before agreeing to pay for anything. Now, as it stands tomorrow at 1 p.m., this House committee will be asking fellow lawmakers to consider this resolution. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Tanya. So look, all this may very well come to an end Saturday if there aren't enough votes to impeach Paxton. But what happens if there is a trial? Well, it would take place in the Senate, as Tanya mentioned, where Republicans have a majority, 19-12. 21 senators would have to vote for removing the Attorney General, which is 2/3. But the total could be skewed by the fact Paxton's wife, Angela, is a state senator representing McKinney, and it's not clear if she would take part in that vote.